we can see that generally it looks like we are over time, we are building up product, but we're not building it up at a rapid rate that we were if you just ran it from bringing it in from the library. Our problem is in Louisville. Let's take a look at Louisville. Look, we can see very clearly in Louisville, we were not able to maintain enough product on hand, so we ran out, couldn't meet demand. Now I'm going to just go back here, and it's really it's. Does anyone want to type into the chat box, what should we do to solve the problem in Louisville? Anyone have any thoughts on that? I'm sure you do. What should we do if we ran out of product in Louisville? What should we do to fix it? I mean, literally, if you were the person there.
Adrian says change the quantity on hand.
Well, you could do that. That's also, I mean, the software is not going to prevent you from doing that. This software is used to model real supply chains and different scenarios, and you have the ability to change any number you want. The question, though, is, and you do have to answer that question, how did that software get down there, right? Frank?
Yeah, you've got 3 other people that are suggesting in the chat box. You can look at it and
right. And like have trucks run more frequently. There's a good idea. Increase drop quantity. There's a good idea. You can change the quantity on hand, but it's like cooking the books. You know, if you're an accountant and you want to show a profit, you can just say, "Oh, sales was $1 million this year, not 100,000." You can do that. It's called cooking the books. And then someone will notice and they'll ask, "Well, how come you put $1 million in there?" And so someone will ask when you send your model in, or if you share it with your classmates and they take a look and just see that you changed the amount on hand, it's kind of, as they say, disingenuous. So I would go with some of these other ideas, like increase the drop quantity, have the trucks run more frequently, increasing safety stock, yes, and you would get more safety stock down there by doing what these other folks are saying: increase drop quantity, have trucks run more frequently. So let's do that. We're on the edit screen, and we've kept the simulate screen open so we can see what happened. It's good to have this information available. Especially as you start to get more and more into it, you'll start to depend on more of this information. But right now, let's implement those ideas. So if I want to send more, have trucks run more frequently, let's do that. All right. We know that the trucks, again, because we're using this hub and spoke model, we have our trucks based at the DC, not at the store. So I'm going to click on the DC. And then I'm going to click on vehicles, and I'm going to say which ones ran down there to Louisville. Well, I can find out. I'll click through. Okay, truck number 2 runs down to Louisville. Truck number 3, no, it goes to Indianapolis. Truck number 4, no, that was the multi-route, or the multi-stop route. And then truck number 1 is also running down there. So I got 2 trucks running to Louisville. And why did I run out of product in Louisville? Okay, here's truck number 1. What kind of a truck is it? It's a small truck. When you look at if I click on products here and I want to see the product specs, my Spicy Cube, its size is 1 cubic meter. We did that just to keep the math simple here on this first one. So if I got a total carry volume of 40, obviously I could get 40 into a small truck. What's that other truck? If I take a look, because there's 2 trucks running down there. Let's go and take a look. Truck number 2 is the other one. It is also, I can see a small truck. I have 2 small trucks. If I go back to my sim screen and I take a look, what my daily demand in Louisville was 100. Well, it looks like my 2 small trucks, even if I max out my 2 small trucks and send them down there just once a day, that's only 80. What could I do to get that truck? If I want truck number 2 to run twice as often, look at that delay between departure. What that means is the truck will run down there, come back, and wait for 20 hours, and then run again. Well, if I want to run twice as often, I could do the math. I'll cut it in half. I'll say run every 10 hours instead of every 20 hours. So are you with me on that? So now we're going to make that run twice as often. And if I maybe want to make it a little bit of a bigger truck, what if I say let's make this a large truck, make get a large truck so I can look at the carry volume there. I can put more in there. Now, maybe it's better to have a large truck run down there instead of two small trucks, cost wise. I don't know. The simulation will show you. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, all right, yeah, let's do that. I'm going to make that truck. Not only it's going to run, maybe it won't make it run quite that often. Maybe I'll say instead of every 20 hours, maybe I'll say make it run every 16 hours. I don't know. Again, the simulation will start to tell you that. So I'm going to update that. We now have it a large truck. It's going to run every 16 hours. I click update. And so now that was truck number 2 that we increased the size. Now I'm going to go take a look at the delivery route for that truck. Instead of just dropping 20, we know we can get a lot down there. Let's make it drop. Now it's running pretty frequently. I don't know. We'll say 100. Guess its daily demand is 100. We'll build up some safety stock down there too. You build up safety stock by delivering a little bit more than what you really need. I mean, that's how you really do it in the real world. If you want to have a safety stock of 2 and your daily usage is 8, then order 10 every day, right? That's how you would do that. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to say, that other truck, we don't even really need that because we've now got, if I go back to the DC, we have truck 2 is the one that we've made run more frequently and it's a larger truck. Yep. Truck 1, I think we got it covered. We know we can save a little money. We're just going to remove that truck. I'm going to click on remove and we'll remove it. And let's see how this works. So I'm going to go to my simulate tab. It's right there. I'm going to click on reload supply chain, which will synchronize the changes we just made to our supply chain model in the edit screen. And we'll run that model in a simulation. And the simulation will show us how well it performs. So I'm going to click on play. Are you with me?
Yes.
All right. And are you guys doing this on your own account?